Good morning or late evening, whichever it may be for you. I hope you're having a peaceful, positive, and progressive day. Please hit the like if you haven't yet, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider so. We got a couple more community freezes for you. I want to say shout out to my mod Caddy and shout out to a community member Joanne. I appreciate you. We got two things, even more to cover. Theta Chi fraternity is no longer recognized by WSU. And check this out, with all this stuff that we're uncovering with the cover, University of Idaho is number 2 safest colleges. We're going to get into both of those things here in this highlight. Thank you again for joining. Now, Theta Chi fraternity is no longer recognized from WSU because of a hazing incident, and I'm going to read a little article about that after this video. Check this out.
We have some more information for you new tonight at 6 on breaking news. A fraternity at WSU is no longer part of the school.
So how is Idaho number 2 safest? When you see our uncovering the cover, and I'll be pinning the playlist in the comment section, when you see what we're uncovering, you'll understand why it's considered the number 2
school's Greek system.
Right now, the Theta Chi
Even though all
fraternity
this
is no
goes
longer
on.
formally recognized by the university. KREM 2's chief journalist Amanda Rowley live in the newsroom tonight with what she has uncovered so far. Amanda?
Mark and Whitney, Washington State University told me the fraternity failed to meet this evening's deadline to file a relationship agreement with the school. I started looking into this today after being down in Pullman over the weekend. I saw for myself the chapter house with the windows boarded up and no one coming or going from the house. Now, this follows an investigation into hazing that allegedly led to the suicide death of WSU student Luke Tyler last January. Now, shortly after his death, the university chose to suspend all chapter activities at Theta Chi due to the severity of the pending charges against the chapter. Those charges include hazing, underage drinking, reckless endangerment, and violating university policy. By losing recognition, that means Theta Chi can no longer participate in WSU Greek life activities.
No longer.
WSU says the chapter
Board
can
it up.
reapply for recognition only after the school lifts the suspension and pending charges are resolved. But WSU says that's no guarantee the request will be granted. Meantime, Luke Tyler's parents spoke with our sister station in Seattle shortly after their son's death.
And this is the reason why, when we're uncovering the cover, you'll see why everybody over there in Moscow ranks up, gets awards, and gets promoted. But yet, this is just a couple miles away. I'm sorry, when I made my trip to Moscow and Pullman last November, WSU is calm compared to the University of Idaho. Number 2.
New tonight at 6, we share why they believe hazing contributed to his death.
Is there any doubt
Listen
in
to
your mind
this.
that hazing contributed to your son's death?
Listen to this. Very important. No.
We
Listen.
believe the rituals
Rituals
that were part of this fraternity had dangerous components that contributed to his adverse mental and physical health.
And those same rituals ain't going on over at the University of Idaho, and they're ranked the number 2. Uncovering the cover. Playlist will be dropped in the comments section.
The Pullman Police Department told me this afternoon it is continuing to investigate whether crimes occurred relating to hazing and providing alcohol to minors. Commander Aaron Brashears also told me there may be criminal charges brought forward. Now, we asked the National Theta Chi International headquarters if the chapter intends to reapply and what will happen to the house in Pullman. They have not yet responded. Now, through my reporting today, I spoke on the phone several times with the WSU spokesperson who confirmed these details with me. I also reached out to Luke Tyler's family, and I'm waiting to hear back. We're going to, of course, keep you updated on this breaking news story as we learn more.
So shout out to my mod Caddy for dropping that video in the chat. in our Discord group. Now, this is from Joanne. Shout out, Joanne. WSU fraternity under investigation for hazing. A Washington State University fraternity is under investigation for alleged hazing violation. According to the WSU Hazing Prevention Advisory Committee webpage, the alleged hazing involving the Sigma Nu House occurred on February 3rd. The institution is also investigating the fraternity for alcohol and reckless endangerment violations from the same date. The Sigma Nu House at WSU received a temporary suspension in the fall of 2019 for alcohol violations. The fraternity was shut down by WSU for 3 years in 2007 for hazing. Last month, WSU shut down the Theta Chi fraternity over hazing-related incident. The fraternity was closed following an investigation into the allegations that Theta Chi hazing led to the self-unaliving of student Luke Tyler in January of last year. That house has been suspended until February of 2027. The requirement for WSU to publicly report information online about allegations of Greek row violations is from the state's new SAMS law. The law was crafted in the wake of the passing of WSU student Sam Martinez, who passed away in 2019 of alcohol poisoning following an Alpha Tau Omega party. We broke that to you back then. We broke the news about Maryland, Virginia last week, and now we're breaking this. And you're going to tell me that the University of Idaho is number 2? We're going to get to that next. So right here, study names University of Idaho number 2 in top 15 safest colleges in America list. 2 Idaho college campuses claim number 2 and number 3 spots in national study ranking the top 15 safest colleges in America. Really? Moscow, Idaho, the University of Idaho was ranked number 2 for America's safest universities by Academic Data Analytic Group. Academic Influence AI, Brigham Young University campus in Rexburg, Idaho, also made the list, coming in at number 3. According to AI, University of Idaho in Moscow, Idaho achieved such an admirable ranking due to its lower than average property and violent crime rates, among other considered metrics such as campus security features and mental health services. Do you see why, when we're going through the uncovering the cover, from the beginning of the highlights to the lives, as we continue to uncover new things every moment, every episode, every highlight, does this not make more sense to you now with the stuff that I'm coming to you about uncovering the cover and everything that we're showing you? Do the delays not make sense now? When I tell you that it's not just MPD like we've thought for the last year and a half, that was rank up easy, no reports. No, everybody. You keep the bad calls down all over the place. Keep the volume up. Bad calls down. Funding, ranking, awards, donations, influence, all go sky high. University of Idaho ranked number 2 in America's safest universities. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so and come hang out with us in a live. Appreciate your support, peace, positivity, and progress.